Spyker Automobile Repairs. If you're looking for help fixing your Spyker automobile, look no further. Our comprehensive Spyker Automobile Repair Guide will explain common issues, provide tips, and maybe show you how to repair your vehicle. Spyker manufactures cars that owners have come to trust. Even a trustworthy autos require occasional maintenance or repair. However, if you're in need of Spyker auto repair from experienced professionals, your local auto helper can help. Failed thermostat. An engine coolant thermostat controls engine temperature by blocking coolant flow to the radiator until the engine reaches a predetermined temperature. Because of this, the engine can first warm up efficiently, and then begin to maintain a safe operating temperature once the thermostat opens and allows coolant to circulate. When a thermostat fails, it can either stick open or closed. In both cases, you may find that the heater doesn't blow warm air into the passenger compartment. A thermostat that is stuck open makes it difficult for the engine to warm up and can cause it to run colder than normal. Minor leaks. Smaller leaks may be less urgent, but they still will require your attention. If the source of your oil leak is the oil filler cap, you can buy a replacement at your local auto parts store or a dealership parts department. If your leak is coming from the oil filter, and you know how to change your oil, you can replace the filter with a new one. After you drain the old oil, remove the old filter and make sure its seal doesn't stick to the engine. Then thread the new filter on carefully and tighten it securely. Be sure to correctly insert and tighten the drain plug as well. Then add the new oil. Out of gas. This might happen that you run out of gas in the middle of the road because you were not paying enough attention to that fuel gauge. A warning light is not working or the fuel gauge itself is not working. Make sure that you have a working fuel gauge and warning light. If not, you need to promptly visit a workshop to get it fixed. In addition, you need to periodically keep checking your fuel gauge for gas level. Some people recommend reserving gas in a separate tank and having it all time in your vehicle. However, in some states this is illegal due to the chance of explosion or worse. Bad radiator fan. The radiator fan sits in front of the engine and helps cool hot coolant in the radiator before it returns to the engine to help keep it at a safe temperature while operating. When this fan stops working correctly, the radiator will lose its ability to cool the engine and the vehicle can quickly overheat. This will tend to occur more often while driving in traffic and not at higher speeds. In most cases, the solution to this problem will require a radiator fan motor replacement or replace the radiator fan itself. Transmission problems. Outside of your engine, the transmission is the most important component that you'll find under the hood of any vehicle. In fact, in some vehicle drivetrains, replacing the transmission costs even more than replacing an engine. Some of the most common transmission problems are noticeable lapses in gear changes, grinding during gear changes, a burning smell, and gears slipping. One key thing you need to do to take care of your transmission is regularly changing the fluid at the manufacturer's suggested intervals. The fluid helps keep the transmission cool and helps serve as a lubricant between its various components to keep it running smoothly. Transmission fluid leaks. Your vehicle's transmission requires a special fluid to keep its components well lubricated. In cars with automatic transmissions, transmission fluid also works as a hydraulic fluid and coolant. Throughout your car's life, small holes can form anywhere in this system, such as in the fluid lines, seals, or gaskets. These tiny tears allow transmission fluid to escape, causing a leak. If the leak is bad enough to lower the overall fluid levels, your transmission will lose efficiency and may eventually fail, whether from overheating or internal pressure loss. Leaks can also come from cracks in the transmission pan that collects excess fluid. When that happens, you'll probably see a big red puddle under your vehicle. Rust. It can come as a shock to find rust on your car, though it doesn't always represent a serious issue. It depends on where the rust is found. Rust on the bodywork is cosmetic, but rust underneath the car or on your exhaust could be potentially dangerous and should be investigated as it could eat away at essential components. Rust needs an anode, cathode, and an electrolyte to form, which makes cars prone to it. If the climate is humid enough, your car can develop rust even if it's undercover. The metal in your car can act as the anode and cathode, and water is an electrolyte. A quick check around your vehicle, under the wheel arches, and around the exhaust on a regular basis is often enough to spot any rusting issue, but every few months. Especially if you live in a damp or humid environment, it would be a good idea to get on your hands and knees and check under your vehicle thoroughly. Source: https://www.familyhandyman.com